like every bit of food she can find, she'll eat. And then of course she does this as well. She loves to sit on top of me.
That's just made me hungry as well.
For cats or for something else?
Fudge like, I've never tried cat.
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
Tini got halfway into that, realized what she was saying, and changed her mind. Yeah.
Especially because I said it now.
But this lot, absolutely.
This is why I'm friends with this lot, by the way.
I see that.
Even after playing Pico Park.
Surprisingly, yeah.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all these out there, and welcome to another podcast. This time, however, we have a whole bunch of people with us. Look at that screen. It's a mess. There's so many people on it. Holy crap, who are all these people? I wonder, could it possibly be the gang of Scots and the one English person?
I'm honorary.
The honorary Scot, yes. The gang that actually go and play games whenever they do.
Friday.
I really know. And make jokes and make funnies all the time. Hello guys, how are you?
Well, we did tell all of you that we would one day have you on a podcast together, and hey, look at that.
I bet you didn't expect it to be so soon.
No, actually.
Well, it's because we're like pro at this, guys. We know how to surprise you, you know.
When you least expect it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Monty Python skit. It's what it is. It's what it is. Exactly, because nobody expects it, right? Right?
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Anyway, so let's welcome everyone to the party here, because I'm not going to be doing much talking today. You guys are. We have got, I can't see what order they're in because Kez has got it on her screen, so she's going to have to tell me what order they're in. No, tell me. I can see your screen. It's
this one.
Don't break
like
the
points like
immersion.
this. Okay, that's a camera, yes.
Tam.
Okay, so Tam, he is where on the screen?
Top left.
Okay, Tam is top left. Say hello, Tam.
Hello, Tam.
Awesome. Okay,
Tini is underneath Tam.
Tini is underneath Tam. Tini, say hello.
Hello.
Okay,
Fudge is next to Tini,
Fudge, you're next to Tini.
Hey, what's up?
and then Toast is above Fudge.
And then Toast is above Fudge. Say hello.
Hello.
And that is the party. The party of Spanish Inquisitioners. Anyway, so yes, we're gonna just talk what they do on like Raft and all those games, and how funny it is to watch these wonderful people do their thing.
Well, they've swapped Raft for Overwatch, and I'd like to know why.
We kind of got to the end of Raph.
Yep.
I miss it. I still miss it. It was good.
Like, it's awesome, but there was just not enough content there to keep going.
Just play
We're waiting on updates.
Yeah. Fingers crossed for an update this year.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now I've noticed a lot of people are playing. What's it? Satisfactory. Why don't you guys do that? It'd be fun to watch you guys.
We have talked about that. We talked about that. Because somebody came to talk to us and mentioned that they were playing Satisfactory. I think it was somebody that raided you, Tini. But yeah, it was something that we did talk about. We have talked about a lot of games though, so.
That's the issue. We talk about so many games that I get
What-
lost and.
What were we talking about last night? What game was it that was mentioned last night, Tam?
Pummel Party.
Yeah, Palm Party, but the other one that you mentioned that was like, I can't remember what it was.
Oh,
It was
Animal
like,
Crossing with guns.
yeah, that was the one. Yeah.
That thing.
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
action.
Animal Crossing with guns. I like
That
it.
sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I watched
Don't know what it's
somebody play
called.
that last night.
Did you?
Yeah, I think it'd only really work if we had like a private server, because if you go in public servers, there's just a bunch of people with turrets up everywhere.
Long Winter. That's what it's called. Long Winter.
Oh, long
Oh
time.
yeah.
Yeah. I literally just typed into Google Animal Crossing with guns and found the answer. So.
Takes that much.
Yeah.
I really shouldn't be laughing so loud.
No, it's fine.
I gotta piss our upstairs neighbor off again.
Oh,
This is
shame.
why we're looking for a house. Because then I can laugh as loud as I want to.
I
I
just
should
do
have
it
an
anyway.
issue with people laughing. Like, come on. At least you're being joyous. At least you're not screaming and shouting for no reason.
Exactly.
Well, that's what we do on Fridays.
I was gonna say like we normally do on Friday. Yeah.
I was very angry. Very, very angry last night. I was not. No.
Not
No.
a happy teeny.
Nope.
TD plus
No.
Overwatch is like one end of the scale or the other. It's either like, oh my god, I love this game and it's amazing and it's wonderful playing with you all, or it's fuck all y'all, I hate y'all and I hate this
Yeah.
game. You know.
Yeah. Pretty much. That goes for most games, though,
Yep.
that you're
It's true.
involved in. Mostly.
Wow.
but,
Okay.
you know.
Okay. I see how this is. This is how we're starting the day.
We can fucking start. We're
Well,
playing.
now we know who the actual stirrer is because Tam said, "Oh, I'm the one who stirs and causes chaos," and then Fudge said it, and Tam is just sitting there now.
Tam is
Yeah,
more like
nice.
a cheeky chappy. Like he's more like that annoying little brother that you can just kind of, you can kind of push up. You need to get rid of Tam, and he's fine. But
Oh,
this,
get rid of
this
Tam.
Tim, whatever he is, Fudge, is you're right. You're a whole new level of annoying older brother. You're like that one that you can bring your boyfriend in because you just constantly just take the piss. And and TV
South
start
Park.
or straight the night. Swear to God.
It just reminds me of the episode of South Park where Kyle kicks the baby.
Yeah.
Don't
I
kick
don't
the
kick
The
baby.
baby.
Don't kick the goddamn baby.
That kind of energy, definitely.
Oh, it's good. It's good. Yes.
I'm just having flashbacks to Raft and like throwing your dead body down a cliff to see if it would work. And yeah,
Yeah.
good fun,
And blowing me
yeah.
up repeatedly through Borderlands.
I mean that's literally all I play Borderlands for is just to try and blow you up. So
I know.
yeah.
And the fact that you can do it now in Wonderlands, you're still
Yeah.
enjoying that. You can
Yeah,
still kill
very
me.
much so, yeah.
So
The entirety of my weekend, like Friday night, Saturday night, and then I get to stream by myself on Sunday, and Deanie comes in and tries to get revenge. That's pretty much how it works.
pretty much.
It's a good understanding, though. It seems.
It seems so.
Yeah.
It's funny, you got them like right next to each other. Actually, I finally managed to look past the glare. They're right next to each other, so the argument is quite funny. You would be looking to your left, I think.
That way.
Yeah, you,
Teeny looks left and Fudge looks right.
that's right. If I,
There we go.
you're right.
And then obviously Tam looks left and Toast looks right.
Yeah.
Wait, which way is left?
Well,
and right?
obviously.
Hold on.
I can't see your screen.
That was just mighty confusing now. Yeah.
Yeah, it might be.
I flipped my camera so that it looks like I'm not looking at him, but I am. I
Yeah,
had to flip my camera because otherwise it was like I was looking on the side of the screen.
yeah. I think it's my camera that's screwed up though. But I mean, come on. You know, I've got a screwed up camera. I mean, I've been having a lovely day today. Having arguments with my computer the whole day.
Well, hey, Fudge was explaining his arguments too, so it seems
Yeah.
to be an all-round thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
well-
that's like it's just something that if you're a streamer, you have to accept that it's going to happen. Like last night, as I said, I had 4 different things go wrong, and thankfully the main one that I managed to fix was my light. And if I hadn't managed to fix my light, then I'd have been streaming no camera. You know, just because because I use a green screen, it's like it's so dark that without the light that I just couldn't do it. So yeah, thankfully managed to fix that last night. Like 10 seconds into when my stream actually started and it went on, and I was like, oh, well, that fixed that problem, great.
Yeah. No, I don't want to do about this mic. I've got to sort it out now as well. It's just it's never-ending problems, honestly. I have to now get a new. Exactly. I'm gonna have to get a new mic. I think I'm gonna have to go for a musician's mic because at least those work.
The joys of being a content creator.
Right.
Yep. Endless problems.
Yep.
I don't know why you're calling me that, Tini. You don't have to call me endless problems. Seriously, come on. Like, be nice.
I will come up here and I swear to God.
Yeah, the only issue I have with Tini is that she knows where I live. That's the problem.
Exactly.
So
It'll take a while to get there though, so I'm sure you can.
yeah, I have to have some
escape
warning she left. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, maybe not. If Teeny's smart, she won't say, right, I'm coming, and she'll
Yeah.
just show up there.
Yeah,
You're only an hour and a half away, son. Like,
yeah,
come on.
yeah.
Just
I'm
saying.
trying to figure out how
No,
far
no,
I could get in an hour and a half.
Quite far, actually.
Yeah.
If you're willing to break a couple of laws and speed, you quite far.
Reminder to self: keep like a go bag on the go for when Teeny turns up.
In case of Teeny attack.
Yeah,
Yes.
a bag by the
there's
door.
an easier solution, like, of just, standing somewhere high. And we'll get
That
you.
is true. Yeah. That's true.
I mean, you're a lazy boy.
Just get a couple of-
Or like walk maybe like I don't know 10 meters into the water,
Oh god, yeah, because I don't like the
because
water.
then you'd be
yeah.
drowning by that point, and I'd still be like up to my knees.
Which,
So,
I wouldn't even go in the water after you, because fuck that.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, you wouldn't even swim towards to get me anyway. So yeah, that's perfect.
I don't like the
Yeah, so
water.
I figured out a teeny safety mechanism. Go to the beach. Oh, this is great. Oh, I am so pleased.
Oh,
You can do
great.
what cats do to get away from Kez, though. You can just climb on a cupboard.
Yeah, that'll work.
It doesn't work for me because I can catch them, but Kez can't.
You know,
She
it's
always-
actually it's funny you should mention this height thing because that's kind of a big deal for all of four of us, isn't it? Really, because like Teeny's teeny, and Toast is teeny, and Tam is teeny, and I'm not, and it's
You're
great. It's wonderful. It's like you can see over their heads to everything. It's yeah. I love hanging out with them. Like I just want to go to a gig with them so that they can all stand in front of me and I can see straight to the stage. Like
Just make you feel tall, huh?
yeah, it
Oh.
honestly it makes me feel so yeah. It makes
that
me
what
feel
a
so
friend
good.
I'm climbing.
I am what they call so average. It's not even funny. I am like literally 5'9".
Yeah, oh no, like I'm only 6 foot. I'm not tall. I'm just
Tall.
taller than
What's-
them. That's all.
Nah, bro, you're taller than me. So
Yeah.
it's all.
You're the tallest
thought-
person here.
Yay!
Kez is also teeny.
I am. I have to climb on top of counters just to get
To get
get glasses or put things away.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, it's either that or she asks me because she can't get to the back of the cupboards. I can get to the back of the cupboards, obviously. I mean, it's average height. You just lean up, grab it, and pull it down. Kez like climbs on the cupboard and like awkwardly stands there for a second, hoping her balance stays, and then reaches over carefully for the glass.
We have to do it so carefully because the counter is only so big because it's also the cupboards take up the space and you obviously don't want to fall and stuff. And then half the time I get up there and I'm like, okay, how do I get down? And I say, Ziv, please come fetch me. And he has to pick me up and put me on the ground.
It's a daily task.
Strange things I've never experienced before. Yeah.
Lucky for some. But how did you feel? We met one of our other friends through streaming when we went to Comic Con together. And his name is Jiggy, and Jiggy is a literal tree. And he's huge.
Yes.
He's so tall. And he was taller than Fudge, and we were like, oh my god, there's somebody taller than Fudge.
Yeah, but
What did that
like
feel
but he's
like?
not taller than Fudge. He is like
He's-
1.5 times Fudge. Like Jiggy's like 6'6" or something, I think.
Yeah.
Like
That's your
like
sense of
I'm
boy.
doing this, you know.
Huge.
Like it's just it's amazing, and he doesn't think it's a
You
big deal, and
actually
it's funny.
looked up to someone.
Yeah,
Now you know how it feels.
I know. I was just sitting thinking, like, wait, if this is the way that everyone has to talk to me in this group, like maybe I should be crouching down half the time or something. I don't know.
Our necks hurt so bad.
I'll just like, hi everybody, how's it going?
You've done that too many times in pictures.
I know.
Cutting down
every
to annoy me,
picture,
I'm like,
every picture with all of these folks, like my knees are bent. It's great.
Careful, you're gonna get older and your knees are gonna buckle
know.
every time you walk.
That's why I was
or they'll just stay
exercising
that way.
beforehand so that I can better crouch down for this lot in pictures. That's what it was.
Good photo though, with like you in the back and Jiggy in the back, and you're like away up here, and the rest of us are always in here.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I love that Comic Con photo, especially when we started getting the X's on it.
Oh, and we also started getting COVID.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, I
right,
saw
you need
that.
to-
that
yeah,
you
for
guys
those that don't
went
know
to
this-
Comic-Con and then you all got sick after
Yes,
that.
for those that don't know the story, basically we went to Comic Con. There was what 10 of us in the end, I think, that were there, something like
13.
that. 13 was it really? And there's a photo of like just about all of us, and basically one by one we just got crossed off in the photo over the last couple of weeks, and I think there's only 3 survivors.
Yep.
Jiggy, Octi, and my lovely lady wife Diamond are the only 3 survivors that have come from that haven't ended up with COVID. Just wild.
Except for the one faker who keeps saying he never had COVID, but he totally
Oh,
had
yeah,
COVID. To
yeah.
Webcam.
Nah,
Totally had COVID.
Totally
I went
did.
for every test under the sun. They all came
You
back
left
negative.
it too late. You tested way
He,
too
uh,
late.
I
You
took it.
had
I
it at
took
the beginning.
it.
You had
I
it at the
took-
beginning.
I took
You never
it.
So
tested.
it's Tam's
and
fault.
everyone used it. I took it
Tam-
all at the same time. Wait, I have no fucking ecosystem.
Your fault that we all got it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm blaming Tam. Yeah.
Mm.
Tam's
Yeah.
fault.
It was one of our other lovely streamer Scottish friends who didn't get to come to the convention, who had then decided he was going to start crossing us off. And was saying that he sent it in as a plan and all this to get us because he couldn't go. And we're like, oh,
Yeah.
thanks, bro. Nice.
It's instead of letters with anthrax, and there's letters with COVID in it.
Yeah. Wait, is Keto behind everything here? Is this what the problem is?
Could
Oh
be.
my god.
Could be. Damn it,
No
Keto.
one expects the keto.
Curse you, Keto.
That's you.
How was the festival though? It looked like quite a lot of fun. Unfortunately, we saw it too late, so we couldn't go. But it looked like it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Was
good.
fun.
Like, it was just nice.
We were
Back to
working.
things like that.
Yeah.
Like,
It was when we drove past, I remember. Yeah.
it's just
A
nice.
bit
And I
of
think because we
normality.
go use- yeah. Every time we go hang out with you, though, it's great. So. It was
Wait,
just
the
nice.
SEC Glasgow. Okay.
Was that a bit of kindness?
Sorry, the brain broke there for a second. I was like, wait, where was this? And then I realized that we drive past the SEC every single freaking day.
Oh well, yeah. Final year now. Final project. 4 weeks. It's fine.
You've got this.
That's good.
You can do it.
I love how you're like, it's fine, it's all
You've
good.
got this. You've got this.
Oh,
I noticed Toast is like sinking further and further down into the tree. It's fine.
I don't want to talk about it.
It's fine. You'll be fine, Toast. Don't worry.
I mean, I'll happily talk about it. I like my final project, but this is stress. Stress.
I like my final project, but
That's how it
one of
works.
those I
That's how
don't
it works
actually.
with that. It's like you love your project, you love your idea, but when it comes to actually doing it, it's just pain.
Yep.
Pain.
Sounds very much like streaming, to be honest. But yeah.
It's like every art form ever. It's like, oh yes, I love doing it. It's the greatest thing. Once it's finished, it's beautiful. I get to admire it every single day, and well, in my case, I get to play it every single day because you can't admire music the way if you write it, you have to actually play it. But I get where you're coming from. But it's the hours and hours of work that goes into it, and the annoyance, and this sucks. This is terrible. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Why am I doing it? Why is this? This is crap. I should probably just delete the whole thing and start all over again.
Like content creation.
Yeah, and then exactly. It's the same as with what we do with our videos. Like maybe I should just stop and do it again, do something else, maybe change it. And then at the end of it, you watch the video or you listen to the song or you look at your project and you're like, actually.
the best thing I found is like a year later or like 2 years later going back and watching stuff. So like I've got YouTube content from like years ago that I did just mucking about with friends on like Grand Theft Auto, and I go back and watch that now and I'm like, that is great. I love that. And it's not that like I love the like how good the video is, because the videos are pretty naff, but just it's funny, and I remember enjoying that at the time, and that little bit of nostalgia makes it a lot of fun. So it's like, yeah, I totally get it. Like the whole pain of going through stuff is frustrating, but like being able to look back on it years down the line is like, I quite actually enjoyed that. That was quite good fun.
Yeah, I like to find little bits of it.
Yeah.
Even the cringy moments are
Yeah.
also quite funny to look
Yeah.
back on sometimes.
Oh, it's like, remember the GTA videos that we had on YouTube where I parked the helicopter next to the house so that we could all get in, and then I went and killed what's his name with the propellers.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Chopping people up with helicopters.
Well, I mean, he did actually ask for it. He's like, yeah, you're not going to get me. He took out his like bazooka or something. It was a bazooka or some sort of rocket launcher. And I was just waiting for him because we were running a motorcycle club. So we were trying to get back to the club. And I was waiting for him. And he's like, you're not going to get me. So I was like, okay, well, I just like lifted the helicopter and turned it.
Challenge accepted.
So it's, and then for the rest of the evening, we just like wailed on him.
As good friends do, of course.
Exactly.
Of
yeah.
course.
I used to have a friend, well, I still have a friend, but we used to all play together in the Grand Theft Auto 4 before 5 came out. And we had that moment where everyone's online together, which is a rare moment. You know, you're getting all your friends together. You're like, right, we're going to go and do a mission. This is great. You know, and like everyone's like, oh, this is so cool. I love playing this game together. So we all get in the helicopter and he's like, right, I'm just going to go up this route and then we're going to go to where we're going. We're like, yeah, no problem. And he goes past like one of the tallest buildings in GTA 4 and just jumps out onto the building. And then he lands on the building having parachuted down and we're all just still chatting thinking he's still flying the helicopter. Meanwhile it's going
Oh, amazing.
and funnily enough as we all plummeted towards our death we suddenly realized that what he'd done and but yeah, it was just, you know, like it's brilliant. It's so much fun. Like there's certain games like that and I think that's what, like, you know, that kind of, I mean, much so we were talking about earlier on, that's the troll I aim to be in this group. Like I want to make fun out of it, but at the same time, I think I anger quite a lot of people, Teeny, and it's fun.
Yep.
Angered quite a lot of people. He's pointing fingers at one person only.
Yeah. Pretty much,
Well, I was actually surprised. I know you like to have a laugh and troll us and stuff like that, but see, when we played Pico Park, I did not realise how much of an utter asshole you actually are. And I was so angry. And we were like this close to getting to the next bit, and then you would just jump off, and we were like, "Are you taking a piss? What are you doing?"
I have to caveat this. I have to caveat this by saying that I arranged this knowing what I was going to do. Everybody else went, yeah, sure, that looks like a great game, Fudge. And I was like, all right, guess I'm going to get away with this then. And
Yeah, then all hell broke loose.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
If Tam gets angry, that's how you know. He doesn't get angry. He's
I
always
don't.
pretty chill and daft as well, but
To
he
be
was
fair-
angry.
To be fair, it wasn't just me, was it?
No.
Was it
All
Toaster?
I
was
said,
he?
all I
Was it
said
was
was
just
that
We
I
all had a go. We all had a go at it.
I was having applications open for Agents of Chaos, and then everything went chaos.
Went to shit. Yeah.
It's the void.
It's the void.
She had an operation recently to have some teeth removed because she was
Aw.
struggling to eat.
So she's like toothless.
Yeah.
Oh my.
There's only one difference though. There's one very big difference. She eats like a horse.
Now that she's not in pain.
Now that she's not in pain anymore, she won't stop eating. It's like every bit of food she can find, she'll eat. And then of course she does this as well. She loves to sit on top of me.
That's just made me hungry as well.
For cats or for something else.
Fudge is like, I've never tried cat.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
I think we all
Tini got
think
halfway
that,
into
though.
that, realised what she was saying, and changed
Yeah.
her mind. Yeah.
Especially because I said it now.
But this lot, absolutely.
This is why I'm friends with this lot, by the way.
I see that.
Even after playing Pico Park.
Oh,
Surprisingly, yeah.
Yeah.
There's
We
so
stopped
there's
at the right time, though.
yeah, there's so many clips in that. It's just
Cat, do you really have to stick your ass that high up?
Yeah.
I thought you were asking somebody here.
No, I'm asking her.
That makes a lot more sense. It does. I just had a moment of like, I wasn't quite looking at the screen, and then I was like, wait, what? Okay.
Oh my god.
Anyway, carry on.
Well, no, if you see where her tail is, her ass is like right here, and she always pushes my head up like this. Or while I'm playing, she'll put her ass under my arm, so I'll be playing, and my hand will go like this. Hey, Shade.
Animals are wonderful.
Can't wait.
Unless I bug her. If I do this for long enough, she'll run away.
So I'm pretty sure it's going to come up in the questions. Teeny and Fud, tell us about the interesting, awesome new shirts that you're wearing.
Oh, these are
Oh,
wonderful.
yeah. These are the teeny merch that Toast designed. Which is some of my emotes that I don't know how intentionally they did it.
It wasn't. I swear, it wasn't.
I don't know. We asked for a pog, and we had this weird running joke about a discount Dicks because I have a sound alert that shouts Dicks, and it scares me more than anything else. Like I have this screamer sound alert. Doesn't scare me, but for some reason just shouting Dicks scares me. And I made it cheaper one day, and everyone just started going discount Dicks. And then just conveniently, it was facing the right way. So
Yes,
my
you're facing the
chat,
right way.
so my chat just decided, oh, the pog face lines up really well with this.
You made
And
it
I
even
don't know
worse.
how well they did it, if they meant it.
You made it even worse with the joggies, though.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
Or-
you made it even worse.
obviously, when your community runs with something, you'd
You've
be
got to
well
run
running
with
with it. The point, and you know, I've tried to fight it so many times, and it never goes my way. So I just went with it, and then when we were talking about merch, we just thought this has to be a thing. But I had to painstakingly place every fucking discount Dick myself. And if Tam had his joggies with him, I very
Do you
conveniently
want me to go?
placed
Do
one.
you want me to go and get them on?
You don't have to
I
put
don't.
them
I
on,
don't think
but
that's PG enough.
show them that'd be easier.
I'll go and show them.
I
Oh,
did
well,
conveniently place one
We speak to the people.
somewhere. 'Cause why not? And
I actually now have a button on my Stream Deck that just spams those emotes. So it's really, really helpful. I can just sit around in my own chat and just spam the button repeatedly, which just has those two emotes on repeat. So yeah, well worth
yeah.
it.
he's all
worth
seem
it.
to like that.
Yeah. Everybody's a
wonder
fan
why.
of them. Everybody's a
Ah.
fan.
Which I,
The most fun ever is when obviously Teeny will raid out whenever she finishes her streams, and a lot of people will have the discount Dex emote, and so Teeny will enter completely new chats, and everybody will be spamming the Dex emote, and people are just like, what?
What?
And I think
not
what's the message? The message is
it's teenage reading with her discount dicks or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
And I don't know how many times I've had people banned. I've had somebody close their stream down because we thought we were
I
a
thought it was
hate
a
raid.
hate raid.
So they completely shut their stream down. We're like, no, we're genuine. These are nice people. They're just
That was a
weird.
fun day.
That was a
Aye,
great
so-
game. Yeah.
Aye, it's actually caused more problems than it has.
But the people that know you, it's the funniest when the people that like semi know you. Oh well, yeah, there you go.
I
You
placed one
can
very
see.
well.
You can see which one we're talking about. So this one right here lines up with your crotch. Let's just say that.
Well, hey, if it works, it
Again.
works.
You need to go with the joke because
That's that.
it sells, clearly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have to be
You're gonna
honest with
make-
you,
you're
I've
gonna
worn,
cash in on it.
I wore this merch to the Comic Con originally when we all met each other, and then I actually went out in Edinburgh that night with a bunch of my friends and just continued wearing it. And there's like a load of people just like, you know, you're walking past and you see them kind of go like, you know, they just kind of nonchalantly kind of look at you, and then you see them like,
The second look.
yeah, it's good.
Oh.
That man have.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, it depends on who, because if you don't really understand the brinjal joke, then people will go, discount brinjals? What the hell is he talking about?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Did you not have a kid point at you at Comic Con?
Yeah.
Yeah.
when it
Oh
was that
no,
big.
it was
Yes,
so bad.
tell it.
I had a kid point at me at right. So Tam at Comic Con was dressed up as an Among Us character, right? One of these massive inflatable ones, right? So Tam's like 3 feet wide, right? You know, and like everybody's having to make space for him. And thankfully he was walking behind me at this point, right? Because this little kid who's like 5 or 6 points directly at my t-shirt and goes, "Oh my God, Dad, look at that!" And I'm like, and then her dad looks up and goes, "Oh yeah, an Among Us character." And I'm like, "Thank God, get out before she explains it. Get out of the way before she
Run.
explains it." And it's just like, oh, not like, yeah,
Before Dad catches the joke.
exactly, yeah. Poor dad looks up and goes, "What is that?" Oh, yeah.
Oh. Oh.
I must admit, I was very happy that you, Smudge, and Tam all came in my merch and never told me.
Yeah.
It was very nice to feel like you saw.
We didn't even say that we would as well.
No,
together.
we
No, I
didn't
know,
organize
we
it.
planned
Yeah, we didn't plan it. We just did. Yeah.
Who has that picture of like me standing looking ashamed amongst the people wearing the merch? Because I never
I
got
have
that.
it.
I never got that.
Yeah,
into
Teeny's got
WhatsApp.
that. I think it's Teeny's one. Yeah.
I think
Uh,
no, Do I have it? I will. I'll check later.
Yeah.
One of us will
I-
send you it.
I go
Thank
like
you.
rapidly between being like proud that my art is enjoyed to being ashamed of my own creation.
Hey, your art is fantastic. I mean, I even got to literally make a dick bag as merch
Oh my!
because someone asked for it. Someone went, "I want a dick bag." I went,
Oh,
"Sure."
big bag.
So you're welcome.
I mean, you know, people have been beating the hell up for saying that.
Well, now we're wearing it.
I just love thinking about how Toast came on the scene, and like where we are now with Toast, because like Toast came in from a raid to one of my streams, and I saw their art, and I was like, oh, they're really talented, and I got them to do a wee bit of art for me, and then where it's led to now, where like Fudge has lots of emotes by them, I've got lots of emotes by them and merch now as well, and then like they're one of our best friends, and I love that about how we met Toast, how Toast came into the community.
Yeah. And then Toast
You're
basically
fine.
just lived with me for 6 months. So that was good.
I wasn't 6 months. It was 3 weeks, and it is
Are you
gonna
sure?
be 6 months.
Are you sure it was
was
only 3 weeks?
Hey, at least you survived there. You weren't locked. Well, maybe you were. Were you locked somewhere? Did you need
No.
some help
This
to
was
get
this was
out, or-
completely of their
Which
own
one do you need
volition.
well?
I did not keep them here.
I'm getting Silence of the Lamb parts here, guys.
No.
I
Getting
mean,
Silence
to
of the
be
Lamb.
fair,
It's the lowest one in the basket or it gets the hose again.
to be fair, it was only gonna be 1 week. I showed it for a week. I was like, I've only got 1 week here. I've got stuff to do. I do a bunch of stuff for a week, and I think the second to last day was the night we all went out for a meal.
In Glasgow, was
That's
it?
when I first met Teeny and Tam in person. And I was sitting there, we'd eaten, we drank, and I'm sitting there going, I could stay for a bit longer. And Fudge looked at me and was like, that's what I've been saying this entire week. And he went, don't make the decision now because you're drunk. But wait until tomorrow. So tomorrow, the next day was my last day. And I woke up and I went and met some other friends for the first time. And I was sitting there in the garden with them and went, I can stay for like 2 more weeks. That's fine.
It was good.
Gave
So,
in
yeah,
to the peer pressure.
And now when my course is done, I've already made a plan to get on back up on the train and go back and make Fudge house me again.
And live in
Yay.
this room. Exactly. So yeah.
Live in that room. So yeah. And I'm
I
still-
saw that conversation going a completely different route.
but my sister's fine with
They
it.
met up
but-
with a different group of friends, and it was like, oh no. I thought about it, and then I was like, nah, I don't want to stay anymore.
That is I'll be honest, that is kind of what I expected. But then I think to be honest with you, that kind of shows there's two sides to this friendship from all of us. I think is that like we will be the most vindictive person in the world on Pico Park, and yet like we will also totally help each other out. And like in person, it's awesome meeting these people on a regular basis. Like we only get to see each other a few times a year because obviously we live all over the shop. But like when we do, it's chaos is what it is. Not at all anyone's fault.
Not at all.
Wait, you okay? Wait, you do know who you're pointing at, right?
I don't know.
Poster?
Fudge. I'm trying to point at Fudge.
Oh,
And I'm
okay,
trying to
no,
He's
Post.
pointing at
pointing
Fudge.
at my person. I don't know if Fudge knows that he's pointing at Toast.
Toast. Yeah.
Oh, I am
So it's Toast's
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah, it's Toast's fault. Yeah.
in Fudge's Discord. My name is 90% Chaos. That name actually originated from like the first day I was up in Edinburgh, and he was like driving me and like explaining the roads of Edinburgh, and it's just like these roads are kind of 80% chaos, and I went 80% chaos. Can that be my name in the Discord? And it was for a while, and then I initiated an event. I think it might have been the Pico Park thing, where I went, does
You
this
turned
qualify me for being 90% chaos?
Yeah.
And then,
At 80,
At some point, it's going to go to 95 and it's going to go to 100. We all know, but it's
Yeah.
just per
It's-
event. It starts to
about-
ramp up.
like
Yeah.
that.
You
I know
see,
it
Butch
like
down
that.
here initiates a bunch of the chaos. He's like actively antagonistic. I am very sort of subtle with
I'm
I'm
offended.
subtle with my chaos, and I sort of wrap it up to the point that you get things like Toast's bodyguarding service on Among Us, which
Oh,
is the
yeah.
only video I've ever made, and it's one of my favorite things.
Coming again.
The way
yeah.
the screens are positioned, it's like Tam is sitting above, because obviously Tam is above Teeny, and he's just the way he sits when he's
Looking
he
down
looks,
at the corner.
it's like he's looking down on him, and it's just got disappointed. Like,
Not the first person to look down on Teeny.
That's a
Rude.
short joke.
Rude. It's fucking
is-
rude.
I made a height joke.
The void is
Yay.
she's strutting around my chair and staring at me.
the
'cause
void is
She's
hunting.
about to jump on my lap again. And she's got this look of, when you're ready. Jump. Big wide eyes, and they're golden. They're like gold as well. So
And we had her nails cut, so you used to be able to hear her coming because it was like a little tick 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 on the wooden floors, and now you can't hear her coming, so it's just like surprise.
you know, it's worse when you're playing a game and you're focused, and then she jumps up. Like I was busy on Atlas diving for treasure, and I was quite far down. And now this is a character that I've got no breathing gear. I'm literally going down. I'm free diving down to the ship to get the treasure. And there's sharks all over the place, but I don't know where they are. And as I'm coming back up, she fucking jumps on my lap. I swear I shot out of my chair. She's an evil cat. She really is. But we love her. So talking about the Comic-Con, okay, you guys all managed to get to Comic-Con, and we missed it because, well, we're kind
We
of
were too late to the ball.
no, it actually happened. How big was the Comic-Con? I mean, was it a very big Comic-Con, or was it like a medium size, or was it a...
Probably medium, I would say.
Medium by
Yeah, but medium. It was
comic
one full hall and then like a half a
extra
hall.
bit.
Well, we
Yeah.
like it's like
a room.
a hallway wide or
Yeah.
whatnot.
room?
Just a room, aye. Just had
I mean,
what do you call it? Like all of the stalls, like marketplaces, and then it was like Thanos' chair, Harry Potter's broom, like that kind of thing. People where you can meet celebrities and whatnot. And me in the big Among Us costume, I had to, sit in the Thanos chair and sit on the broom. I don't know how I managed it, but I managed it.
The good thing was we never lost Tam.
I
Like,
don't think
I
you
mean,
could.
he's quite a small guy. You would have lost him normally, but seeing that big fucking pink thing, you were like, oh, there he is. Oh, there he is. Normally, I'd be like, looking for Fudge as my waypoint, but no, it was Tam this time.
I think it was the day after, what do you call it, Fudge was explaining, what do you call it, to his stream, and then he called me a certified wide boy, and I was like, okay, yeah.
Accurate.
You should have taken one of those wide load stickers that they stick on trucks and just stuck on.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
At the very end of the con as well, Jiggy, I said, what do you call it, he zipped me up, and he goes, boom, and the zip bursts, and I'm just like, you're joking, right? So,
I can't believe you'd bring this up. Jiggy's gonna be so upset.
I know.
yeah,
Poor Jiggy.
Poor
has
Jiggy.
to be told, right?
It has
I
nothing
don't
to do with the
actually
fact
get
that has nothing to do with the fact that Tam bought this thing basically on Wish, right? And like it was like Wish Among Us, like it was like, but yeah.
We did then proceed to spend like a bunch of time with multiple people trying to fix Tamzip.
Oh, what do you call it?
my little pocket knife.
Double back
Mhm.
sticky tape is the best part.
Oh yeah.
Aye, that's what we did. Oh, yeah, because
Yeah.
I had boob tape
Did
in
you?
my bag, and I was like, right,
Yeah.
let's tape it together. And it worked.
And then
It's quite funny as well, 'cause that-
everybody was like gripping the back just to hold it for a photo.
I was gonna say that was the photo. Is I had my hand in one point just making sure it was completely pierced, like it was held together,
Yep.
so that you could inflate enough to get in the photos. Yeah. Good.
So next time, we're not going to wear
Wish.
something like that.
I mean, you say that, Teeny.
Well, we
You
don't
say
know,
that, Dave.
'cause
I'm gonna wear it again.
next one's September, and then we also talked about the one in October that's in Edinburgh. So I don't know. I don't know what you're going to do, Tam, but let's maybe not. Again, it's your choice.
I'll do what I want, right?
That's fine. I just crochet you a big massive one.
Oh my god.
Actually,
yeah.
no.
Here,
I'll be
here.
flipping it again.
I love how
Yes.
you did that. though.
You put that on.
You should have said that.
I'll
Put
do
it
what I
on.
want.
You were warm
Like a
before
big
then,
version of
Butcher
one of
Bay.
these.
What I was actually thinking about doing is I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do it, but like instead of just having the blow up one, try and get a hat or something for it. Like put maybe a kilt or
Oh.
something around it.
Oh, you
I
could.
don't, I don't know, but just something so like for me to blow it up and then you guys like put it around Velcro it
Uh-huh.
and make it close, and then that me
Yeah, think of it, man.
Kilt
want
was
something
cute.
something else.
You wanted to
But-
say
Till you can't get out of it, you have to crochet one now.
No, no.
There was ages ago where
You
I
suggested it.
there was
And
it was
it's
ages
on
ago when I
recording.
Oh,
I tagged Teeny and I tagged Kit in a video, and it was a massive crocheted bang, and then they just went, no, it is not happening.
It took me a minute to hear what you said there. Oh god, aye. Yeah, no. It's alright, somebody already has a big massive banger, Teddy.
Well,
Careful, catch.
I've also got these wee brother that Fudge gave me.
Here we
Wow,
go. There he
y'all are
is.
gonna call me out like this, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that.
little dicks and balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Merry
sent these
Christmas.
as Christmas presents and,
Yeah,
and
so we'll
wrote
get-
rude
so we'll
messages on them.
So we've got Teeny hands and Fudge's dick.
Wow.
You
You're
went
man.
there.
Oh my god.
Yes, Fudge. I said that.
I'm gonna wait until this comes out, audio clip that, and then use that as the entry for you into my chat.
Yes.
Kiz will see if she can clip it for you.
I'll ask
Perfect.
Altoast if he can make a separate one for it.
Yeah, he probably will be able to. He'll do
Hello,
that. he'll-
everyone.
Well, he's King Evil Toast.
Yeah, because toast and toast
Yes.
still need to have a toast off to
We
see
do,
who's the
we
best
do.
toast.
A battle is inevitable.
There can only be one. There
Yeah,
can only be
we'll have
one.
to
See who lands our side up.
To pop them both in a toaster.
No, but we can't because toast is toast and this toast is French toast. You can't put French toast
Well, then
in
we're
a
gonna have
toaster.
to fry French toast up and put Evil Toast in a toaster.
I'm just trying to think of games that have an actual toaster in them that would be like a level.
I am bread.
am bread.
I am bread. I am bread.
No,
Oh, really?
we're not gonna
Oh,
play
yeah.
I am bread.
I am bread.
Jesus.
It has to be done.
Perfect.
That's
that
And
enough.
evil toast actually has iron bread. I was talking to him about it last night.
Toast is looking so defeated.
Oh,
New iron bread.
Oh, do I have to play this stupid game?
I have never heard of this game before.
You've never heard of
I'm
it?
looking it up. I'm looking
I've
it
heard of
up.
it.
I've never heard of it.
I played it.
It's one of the most interesting games that has ever graced this earth.
Perfect.
Yeah.
No.
It's a game about, well, you are bread and you have to figure out a way, the fastest way, in order to become toast. And
Well,
that
there we
is it.
go. That is the game.
So what you're saying is that whoever finishes it quicker gets to stay
Whoever finishes
toast.
it quicker out of a
No.
certain amount of rounds.
Oh,
He's already
okay.
got the game. It's unfair. He's already played it
Oh
before.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
he has.
gotta be either a
Bit of
game that neither of us
disadvantage there.
played.
I think they're at a bit of a disadvantage.
Ooh,
I was
he has
thinking
Pico
that, like,
Park. He has Pico Park. You should play Pico
No.
Park.
Oh,
No.
once and never again.
PTSD.
It's got to be a game that either both of us has played before or neither of us has played before. I think things like Minecraft have been suggested. Golf
We
with
st-
Friends,
We suggested, what was it?
Sea of Thieves,
Sea of Thieves.
where we'd like
Wow.
both build our own crews and then like go head to head.
That's a
Oh,
good
He's the
one.
best toasty captain.
Yeah, the best toast captain.
Captain
So
Toast.
I'm up for like all three of those, honestly. Like do 3 rounds of it and then do a tiebreaker or something if like we come up with a tie on one of them.
Screw them both up and make them play a racing game.
That'd
You
be-
know that King Evil Toast has never played it, and I'm pretty sure French Toast hasn't played any kind of racing game that is. Like, put them on Gran Turismo or something. Oh, crap. First one to make it through the entire course without crashing the car.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, don't worry. When you're here, I can give you lessons. It's fine.
Driving lessons.
Yeah.
I can't even drive a real car. Like,
Perfect. We'll teach you to drive. That's even better.
Ugh.
I've got a stick shift here. You're fine. Don't worry
Oh
about it.
lord.
What is it
Pedals
now?
still work.
Stick shift. You guys call them manual transmissions here as
No,
well?
not really. I just thought I'd say it that way so that everybody understood. That's all. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you mean our like? I think we have one American watcher. and he
think
had
that is true.
content
There you
creator.
go. That was specifically for you.
I know one.
I know one that was for you. He's probably saying, "Wait, I call it manual transmission too. You guys are assholes."
I'll teach you. I'll teach you how to
driving
double
in the
clutch.
day
There you
and
go.
Driving in the night, and then the R is for racing.
We have this comedian in South Africa. His name is Darren Simpson. He used to phone people up and prank call them basically, but he prank called BMW the one time.
Oh god.
And he prank called as he obviously has a voice changer, so he changed his voice to sound like a really ditzy like blonde girl, and he starts talking like this. He goes, "Listen, your BMW is not working for me today," and he's like, the woman on the phone's going, "But why?" And he says, "Because firstly, the car drives fine during the day. I put it into the D mode and it drives fine during the day, but at night it refuses to move. It doesn't work. And then when I put it into racing, the car just goes backwards." Like, dude, why?
And you can just hear the woman on the other side laughing, but she obviously doesn't know at the time that it's a prank call. She's like, "No, I'm sorry, I'm not meaning to laugh at you, but..." I think anyone would laugh at that though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's like when
Definitely.
we work digitally with customers ourselves, myself and Kez. We work digitally with customers. We had this one customer. I mean, I don't know how this works, but they're like, you're gonna have to do something because I'm deaf and I can't talk to you, but we're digital, so we're talking to them via text." So I'm sitting there going,
But you're sending a text
"You're
message.
sending me a text. We're not talking to you over the phone. We're a digital team. We talk to you over SMS." And this person was like, "It's like," my colleague was saying, "It's like watching Homer Simpson. You'll have to speak up. I'm wearing a towel." But it was very funny. I did enjoy
But
it.
it takes all kinds to make the world go round.
Yes.
That's how I see it.
It's like
So
the
true.
best is the Bart Simpson things that Darren Simpson does.
Mm.
He phoned into one of the stores. It's called the Pick and Pay in South Africa.
It's
If
kind of
I-
like Tesco.
Yeah, it's sort of like Tesco. He phones in and he says, "Listen, I've lost my child. They're somewhere in the store. Could you just call them, please? The surname is Head, and his first name's Richard, but he prefers to be called Dick. So if you can just call this person for me, or call my child for me, and tell them to come to the front desk. Their father's looking for them." So. It's like, leave the announcement on it. Just need to make sure that I know that he's been heard, or that he's heard it. So, guys, could Dick Head please come to the front? Dick Head, please. Oh, for fuck's sake! It's really funny. It's
You know
even
what?
they don't realize that they've actually been caught out though.
I see Fudge doing something like that.
Yeah, so do I.
Me?
Yes.
Oh well,
Me?
funny you should say that he got caught by one of those the other night.
Did
Yeah,
you?
yes.
Did you?
Last night. Yeah, last
When?
night.
Do tell.
Last night. It was Ark when that hangs about in Lisa's stream, one of Lisa's regulars. And what's the character? Tam, can you remember the character? It's one of the characters from Overwatch. For the life of me, I can't remember what the character's name is now. But they basically did the whole like, you should play this character, and I was like, what? And I was like, I don't want to play that character, and it just ended up being a D's nuts joke, and I was like, oh my god. But then they told like other people in the chat when other people came back, and then somebody tried to get with me again later on, and I was just like, no. You get one in a stream. I'm never falling for that
Has
ever
this
again.
been clipped?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go back and clip it. But yeah,
It needs to be because it's normally me that falls for this shit, and you should
Well,
have
it was-
caught it.
it was kind of a difficult one because it was like hang on, it was Sigma.
Sigma.
It was
that was
Sigma.
it.
Oh,
So the character was Sigma,
Sigma,
and it was like, and it was like, oh, you should play Sigma, and I was like, I don't really think it's of any, I've never played them before, but like, why should I? And then they were like, Sigma nuts, and I was like, oh. Okay.
That
So it
used to
was
be a
like, it wasn't the
huge
best one in the world, but it was bad enough that I was like, oh, for fuck.
You're caught.
And do you know what's really funny is like, and I'm sure everybody does this as a content creator, but you watch like people on TikTok, and like there's one girl specifically who like her entire chat is just trying to get her with these nutstroke all the time.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I see her.
And you probably get it suggested to you, but like, and you look at it and you're like, oh, I'd never fall for that. And then I was like, I mean, this one's a bit bodge, but I did fall for it. So bad thing.
Well, it's hard for me to fall for those things. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I have fallen for them once or twice, but it's really hard for me to, because I have this disadvantage. I think way too much.
Yeah.
Because when I read, okay, now I'm sure you guys know I'm a little dyslexic, so I can't read properly. I tend to read very slowly, and I take my time with every word. So, but I do the same thing when I think. When I hear people talking to me, they're like, try and catch me with a joke. I'm like, you're gonna try and catch me with something, aren't you? They're like, no. Okay, you got me. Fine, yes, I was gonna try and catch you. It's like, yeah, sorry, dude. My brain thinks way too far ahead.
see, that's the difference. Is I'm a complete simpleton. I just don't have that problem at all. I don't think at all. And it's actually funny because me and Teeny have had this discussion, but I'm very suspicious of people who like have specific things in their name. So like, you know, when somebody follows you and you do the, oh, thanks very much for following whatever, I'm quite common where if I don't know exactly what they're saying in their name, I'll just read out a section of it. And so like I do that to avoid like having, you know, very strange or very rude things said, you know, thank you very much for following.
Yeah, well,
let's not talk about it. You know, but like whereas just when we're like, this is the worst part is I trust Ark. I trusted you. This is a problem, right? I trust Ark, and that was my mistake, so it's fine. But yeah, sad times.
I can remember there was one time just when I started streaming, somebody had the username with Amazon Alexa. I don't know I'm not sure who's going to pick me up. But when you call it, then it was add vibrator to shopping list as my name. And I was like, yeah, I'm not saying that.
I wouldn't do that.
That's clever though.
I'm a big fan of that.
You were there. You said, "Tam, you need to say it. You need to thank the person. Come on."
We
actually remember things.
We did that to Hibble as well. I don't know if you remember, but Hibble has a clip.
Yeah.
Hibble J Bob, one of our other streamer pals, has a clip that says where one of us said like got her to read out Alexa play Despacito. And Alexa played Despacito. Sorry, whoever's Alexa's I've just triggered, but yeah. Actually, no, yeah, not sorry. It'd be hilarious.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. I'm sorry, but if they've got their Alexa active while they're watching this video, then you know what?
It's their own fault.
It's as simple as Alexa, put a vibrator on the shopping list, and you know what? Whoever's
When my mum tries to speak to Alexa, I just walk. Like, nah, stop! Oh, I'm like, no, mum, just don't bother. I'm away.
Listen.
I found myself trying to speak English, like proper English accent to it, in order for her to understand me.
All I can think of is 11.
11.
Everyone knows that.
We've just made.
You have to see it.
Yeah.
We've just made a lot of people just start to go 11 at their phone at their laptop.
All I get in my phone now is duck. It annoys the hell out of me. I'm so tempted to remove the word duck from the dictionary in my phone just so that it stops trying to autocorrect it every time I
It's trying to
every time
tell
I
you
swear.
something.
No, what you must do is actually save fuck to your.
Oh no, I tried that. It still doesn't want to do it anymore. It just gave up. It's like I want to swear. Please let me swear.
No, your phone's trying to tell you something. You swear too much.
That's probably true. Actually, it's probably. My language is pretty
You need
atrocious.
to learn new words like fluffing and fudging and duck.
Yeah.
And duck.
Again, talking about ducks just made me hungry again. That's it. That's all over. Being trolled by technology.
Being trolled by technology. It's the fucking
The
worst.
way of the future.
The future is being trolled by fucking robots.
Basically, I'm going to be replaced, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be like
It's a dying art, I might say.
There you go.
RoboFud.
Oh, no.
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 Nope. Nope.
But maybe RoboFudge will be a bit calmer.
Maybe. Yeah.
Not that.
I mean, there's a
Yeah.
reason that Toast just made me a rage emote. Is all I'm saying. So
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
they'll
watched
probably-
him play that Detroit Become
Coming
Human.
game.
Nah,
finished
we don't
it?
want that.
No, you know what? I actually agree with Fudge. If it's got to do with the stupid quick time events, I'm 100% on your side. They're stupid. They shouldn't be in games. Sorry,
I agree.
I've said it like every single time we've spoken about Detroit
QTEs.
Become Human, all those games. Quick time events must fuck off. They're stupid and pointless.
I have support. Yay!
You're not doing- I don't play those games with quick time events. I actually deliberately
Yeah.
Detroit Become Human on as a non-quick time event thing, so I didn't have to deal with it.
We last time we spoke, obviously, I was still playing that, and I decided we, as a community, after having a chat with them, we decided to go back to it because we had such terrible endings that we were like, we can't leave it that way. So we went back and like got better endings, but it was good. It was a lot better second time round, but we didn't play the full game. We just played like small parts of it, but.
Yeah.
I just I have to be honest with you, exactly like we were talking about with Steve earlier on. I just straight uninstalled that game after we completed it. I was just like, I don't want to. Like if it had been on, and we've talked about this before as well, but if it had been on Xbox, I'd have like wanted to 100% it. Because it was on PC, I was like, uninstall, goodbye.
Yeah. Wait, trophies. It's only when it's on Xbox or PlayStation that you're like, trophies, gotta get them.
Exactly. But yeah.
Well,
I just
that's
feel bad
awesome.
for you because you were so adamant you were going to keep everyone alive, and then you killed everybody.
Killed
It's
every
hard
single
to keep
person.
everyone alive.
And I
Bad
killed
game.
every single person trying to do the right thing. That's the
Yeah.
worst part.
And you didn't kill anybody either. Like you pacified everything, and then you.
Well, I
just
did
killed
kill one person accidentally, but yeah.
Aye, but we let that.
And
slide.
Toast had a massive go at me for that, but we'll not talk about
I
that.
didn't mean to have a
Why?
massive
Who
go.
did you kill?
Honestly, I felt real bad for you playing Detroit because I knew that you were trying so hard. And it's a game that I absolutely loved the story of. Like when it was
Good story.
kind
Yeah.
of new, I
Brilliant
was
story.
like, I got quite invested in it and such. And I actually have a comic somewhere of like an alternate universe Detroit Become Human thing where Connor works in a coffee shop, and it's very cute. But just the like moment that you killed them, and it's like, no,
Who did you
you're like
kill?
that gonna kill me. I'm still not
I
gonna
think we
kill
talked about this before, but I think I killed the partner of one of the
yes,
robots.
one of the
Yeah.
Ryan
Tracy's.
Eckert's wife.
Yeah, the one that's played by like his
Amelia
wife.
Roseblair.
Yeah, it was bad times. It was bad. But yeah, it's a great game, wonderful game, and I would strongly suggest everyone plays it because it's at least once because
At least once.
it's so emotional and it's so like I think there's about 5 or 6 quotes where like on my channel now where I'm like I was not ready for this level of emotion in this game. Like it is so good, and that's what and that's what games that are that good should do. They should invoke emotion. They should, like I don't get I get emotion with Call of Duty, but that's more just like because I'm raging. At people and
Different
yeah,
kind.
exactly. But like, that's one of the reasons I just don't play it. But like, that
In
level
Overwatch,
of
you will-
emotion of like that is like because you're so invested in the characters, and that is what games should do.
Yeah.
And brilliant,
I
really,
think a
really
lot
good
of
game.
people are really invested in Tam playing The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Like, they're really invested. And what was the other one? The Wolf
Quick
Among
Time
Us?
Yeah.
The Wolf Among Us, and
Yeah,
I
that
cannot
is
wait for the next
real.
one. Okay, what do you call it? There was, like Fudge, where what do you call it? You can't believe who died or whatnot, and there was a moment in the game where it said, right, okay, I'm either gonna kill this person or gonna kill this person. So this person that you've just met, and you don't really have any relations to, but they turned on you, or this person who's you know a lot of but has done wrong. So you choose the person that's done wrong for them to shoot, and then they just went, all right, I'm going to shoot the other person then. And you're like, and they do it right in front of you, and you're like, well, shit. And it's just a heart-wrenching
I was
moment.
there for that, and watching Tam's disbelief, I was like, oh, that's how I felt. Okay, cool.
That was me playing Mass Effect 1 for the very first time when I first played the game for the very first time, and you have to get to the part where you have to choose between
Where you
Kate
sacrifice people.
and Ashley, and you have to choose choose who dies. Now it's like I played the game so many times. I'm like, right, eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
It's your turn to die this time.
Yeah, I killed you last time. You're gonna die this time, and then next time you're gonna live and you're gonna die, and we'll chop and change each time.
But it does. It's games like that that make you have the feels, and it's worth playing those games again to get the different endings and to see, okay, if I killed this person instead of that one, what happens and how would you feel? And like in Mass Effect 2, there's Jack, and I don't like Jack. I'm not a big fan of her.
It's very helpful.
She's just a very angry person. I'm not her biggest fan. I'm like, right, I've already set my mind to it. She's gonna die.
You know what's gonna happen? She's probably not gonna
live.
There is a lot of games out there that do that, and you don't expect it, like to have that emotional connection. Because I was playing, what was it? Infinite Warfare. Remember that game? Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
I've got 2 copies, funny enough.
Yeah. What was it? Ethan, the robot.
Yeah.
What do you call it? And you had like such an emotional bond, and then at the very end, you had to take control of him and blow him up. And what do you call it? So you yourself had to go and press a button to blow him up, and he was like, "You have to do this, sir. It's the only way." And I'm just like, "I don't want to."
Because that's like in that Geth.
Like Call of Duty kids and having Ghosts die, like way back previous to those versions and stuff. I know, Tam, you're too young for this, but
oh no, I played Ghost. I cried at that moment.
But like, the first time that that Ghost dies and stuff, and you're like, and there's so many of those types of character, that follow you through 2 or 3 versions of a game, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, we're gonna kill them off, and it's like any good series would, it's like any good series on TV would, they do it all the time. I mean, they introduce characters just to kill them off, but like, it's still, I think a lot of the time, it's just when it's unexpected in games and it's that big twist. It's like, I love it. I think it's great. But
What's
good storytelling?
That's always in.
It really makes the game the game.
The British commander. What's his name?
That guy.
Crap.
He's in all of them.
Everyone's
Modern Warfare 1. You play as Soap, and at one point you're the sniper, and he's your
Captain Price.
Price.
Oh,
it was
Captain Price and Woods. They're the 2 OGs of the 2.
And the funny thing is, the one time, I think it was Modern Warfare 2, where they actually killed Price off, I was like, oh no! I was not happy about that, because I like Price. I thought he was a really cool character, and they killed him off. I was like, that's just dick. That is so dick. Honestly.
You know what I'm talking about, Soap?
Yeah?
Aye.
You know Soap. You play as Soap. You are Soap.
I know at the end of Modern Warfare 2, he plays...
I am so...
That.
Yeah, no,
that
would turn into VR paradise so very fast.
Oh, God.
I just bought myself VR. That was fun.
Yeah.
What, VR paradise?
No.
How does your wife feel about that?
We saw
Let's find out. Hang on.
Fudge, you just dug yourself in there, pal.
I said I just bought VR. Didn't say I just bought VR Paradise. Jesus.
Do not buy... Well,
I'm now looking up, though.
I was going through Steam last night. I was looking at all these games that they have. Now, we're planning on buying the Steam, the Valve deck or whatever it's called. But I want to get the Steam Deck myself. And then Kez is going to get a Switch. I'm getting her a Switch as a gift, and she's getting me a Steam Deck as a gift. So essentially, we're not really getting each other gifts. We're just buying ourselves consoles. But I'm also looking at getting an index so that we can play, so that I can play some Steam games. Kez obviously can't play VR because she gets too nauseous too quickly. But I was looking through all the VR games that they have, and I came across this VR game. And I was busy chatting with Kez was next to me, and we had Evil Toast busy chatting to us. We were busy chatting last night about it, about games and stuff. And then I saw this game, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is a stripper game.
It's like Stripper Simulator.
You can literally like
what's the name of it? Asking for a friend.
Told you, VR Paradise. You
Listen,
literally,
in 1990, I mean, sorry. Anyway, what were you saying? Yeah.
I was watching this trailer, and you can like, not just female strippers, but male strippers too. You can like slap their asses, and there's like jiggle effects, and you can grab the boobs. And I'm thinking, my God, who's gonna play this game? And then Toast was talking about it. He goes, I was watching this video
Evil
with
toast, evil.
evil toast, by the way. Just whenever I say toast, it's gonna be French toast or evil toast. I don't generally say evil toast because I'm used to saying toast, but I promise I'll just say French toast. That way they know I'm talking about them. But evil toast. So he says to me, no. He was watching this video the one day where the mother was busy. She walked in and her son was busy playing on his VR, and he's busy moving around with his VR and all that stuff. Suddenly, he pulls his pants down,
Oh.
and the mother goes, "What the fuck are you doing?"
This is in the living room where everyone
That's
sits
the
and
living room,
does their
everyone sits.
things.
Yeah, and then he says, "Oh no, my pants are just loose. I just, so my pants were too tight." She's like, "Yeah, I'm sure they were."
Oh.
I suddenly understand why Tam has had VR for so long.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no. We've got PSVR. It's not bad, but the amount of games that are available for PSVR are very limited
Yeah.
in comparison with what's available for
PC.
PC. So, like for example, I mean, yeah, I can play Gran Turismo Sport VR, but whoopee, it's like one part that you can play. Yay! I'm not really interested in that. I want to play. If I'm going to play Gran Turismo in VR, I want to play the entire game in VR.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got that, which it's not really great. But I've got the Bridge Crew, and I've got a few VR games from there as well, which aren't bad. But still, I would prefer to get the Index, because at least that doesn't rely on the little balls that are on top, because those things really screw up when the light shines into the lounge.
Yeah, that's a pain in the backside, because as soon as that goes out the field of vision, that's you're screwed.
Not only that though, if the light's too bright, the balls disappear.
Oh, that as well.
So I'm busy playing Skyrim the one day. I am completely oblivious to the fact that the sun is shining into the lounge, because you can't see anything, obviously. And I'm busy playing, and I'm wondering why my hands keep going like this. Because at one point I'm holding a bow and arrow, and then suddenly they're going around my, and I'm thinking is my game broken or something. So I lift the VR, and the sun's shining in nice and brightly right on me, and the balls are gone, so it can't see them.
Oh no, the balls are gone.
Oh no, my balls. My poor balls.
I'm not making a joke.
Yeah, hold it in.
I've been waiting for you to say something. That's why I kept saying balls.
Yeah,
My-
I know.
The balls wouldn't
When you
work.
stop saying balls.
Pushing the button.
That's why the Quest 2 is great, because like it's
Yeah.
all, well, it's mainly by VR. It's mainly by Bluetooth. Sorry. So like
Yeah.
it's quite funny, because when you can put the thing on and
Yeah.
then be like, oh shit, where are my controllers? And if you just
Yeah.
look around, it virtually puts them in exactly where they are. So then you
Yeah,
can go and pick
exactly.
them up and like from exactly where they are on your table or whatever. It's really cool.
Yeah, as long as the lights are fine in the house, you can see where your controllers are with the PlayStation as well. But at the minute, like I said, the minute the sun shines, it's done. That's what also the Quest and the Index are both exactly the same. Where you can put the controllers down somewhere, and if you put it on, it'll show you where the controllers are.
That's clever.
Yeah.
It is very clever.
I have to be honest with you. One of the best things I've found is that if it actually worked, I would probably, if my work would allow it, I would probably work in VR, on the basis that I can set up like 4 or 5 different screens, and you can literally have like a virtual machine. So I'm gonna start it. I'm not sure how it'll go, but I'm gonna start to try editing in VR, because I can have multiple screens. So I've only
Yeah.
got 2 screens on the screen as normal. But when you go into VR, you can virtually set up an environment, and then you can have all the different screens as different screens. So I can have them close enough that I can literally look my head around and use them as screens, but I'm virtually there rather than actually. And it's actually
Yeah.
really, really fun to do. It's like it's made a lot of like stuff just a bit easier for me. I'm able to like, so rather than having a massive battle station, I've just got my VR headset, and then I'm able to run like 5 screens at once if I want, and have stuff round about. Like I'll sit and watch Twitch in VR on one screen while I'm editing on another screen, while I've got like something else on another screen. It is a lot of fun. Like I'm not sure it's exactly the future because as Kez, I kind of after a while certain things like really trigger me massively from a dizziness, but
Yeah.
but it is a lot of fun to give a shot. And if you haven't done it before, I would strongly advise it. It's a lot of fun just for that.
Try No Man's Sky, dude.
Yeah, I know. There's a list of VR games on I've basically gone through. I went through Steam the other day and just was like wish list, and I'm just gonna wait until a Steam sale and then just go. Yeah, I'll probably have a bit of a problem with my bank balance that week. But, yeah,
You got Game Pass though, don't you?
yeah, I got Game Pass as well. Yeah, I forgot it's on Game Pass. Yeah, that's a good point.
No Man's Sky's on Game Pass. Give it a shot, dude. It's actually really awesome. And just be careful with space travel. That's all. I'm warning you about that right now. Get comfortable with the game first. Make sure that you're fully comfortable with VR. Because if you go into space and you're not ready, you're gonna get nauseous very fucking fast. Even I got nauseous, and I don't generally get nauseous playing on the VR. So
I played Boneworks. I don't know if any of you have played Boneworks. I bought Boneworks because a friend of mine had it, and it's a very good simulator for certain things. But like, it's the movement. If I'm looking around and just doing something stationary, it's brilliant. It's fantastic. But it's the movement that specifically triggers me, and so it's like trying to find a way around that to make sure that it's easy. But again, all of this is like I played Hitman in VR with my friend's version, and I have plans to play that on stream. So, like, I was trying to make sure I got comfortable with that, but that's actually not bad because the movement's a bit smoother and stuff, so it wasn't triggering me as much. But yeah, honestly, it's so much fun though. It's just something completely different, and I never thought I'd actually buy a VR headset, and then like I had a shot, and then I had like a long time where my friend stayed here with me for a bit, and we played like 2 or 3 days in a row, and then I was like, oh, okay, I'm probably gonna buy one now. So, yeah.
Did you buy one or did you?
I did, yeah.
No, did you nick it?
I've got one here, so yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at getting a couple. I don't know. I want to get Kez comfortable with it, but I don't know if she's going to be able to cope with it. And also, it's like it's £900. They're not cheap.
Yeah. Well, like these. I mean, this Oculus is like, what was it? Like, I don't know, 300, 350, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. They're not nearly as bad.
They're very affordable compared to a lot of the other bigger brands.
Yeah. It's like the PSVR as well. It's quite cheap in comparison with like, well, the Index.
Yeah, the Index. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
What would be cool is to get that whole setup where you strap yourself in and you can physically walk.
Oh yeah.
Because you get so much exercise just by
Yeah.
playing games.
Yeah. And then doing that little workout thing, that little walk thing will be so easy.
I've seen
Now,
one
now I'm going to go
where-
look at walkers for VR. Great. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah,
Where it's
they're
got a
like
big
$5,000, dude.
They're really
really
expensive.
It's called the Catwalk, the one that we looked at.
Well, that's one of them, but it like straps you in and you kind of like on those a treadmill kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's
Yep.
really,
Okay.
really cool though.
It's like something for like Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Something
that
like
kind of
that,
thing.
yeah.
The price has gone down. Okay, so the one that I'm looking at that I wanted to get is $1,400.
What's it down from?
I know.
$1,500.
Oh, well, there you go. What a saving.
100.
Ooh, no, but there's one here that's $5,000. I was like, Jesus, or at least it was at one point $5,000. I don't know if it still is. I think they may have
Wow.
brought the price down.
There's like £190 controllers that you strap to your legs, and you can literally walk around, and it will
Yeah.
it'll
like
watch you walk around. I haven't
There's
seen
other
that
ones
before.
as well where it's like a haptic feedback vest. So if like
Well,
somebody shoots
it's
you-
funny you should mention that because I thought
Oh,
about
no.
getting a haptic feedback vest.
Yeah,
just
I've
for
reviewed
Hitman and
one.
stuff, primarily to get shot at. That I think that would be. But I'm not sure. The problem with the haptic vest, as far as I can see, is they don't work with a whole bunch of games just now. It's like only
right.
very specific games. So until such time as that becomes like standard, I don't think I'd bother buying one. But
Well,
Yeah.
then you can feel, for anyone who says, I wonder what it feels like to be shot. Well,
Yep.
just get this and you can feel it.
Why?
Nah.
Why would you want that?
You don't want to. You don't actually know.
Adrenaline junkies, Teeny. That's who.
I think the whole
Crazy
point
people.
of the game is that you're living in a whole nother world and you don't actually have to feel or do any of it.
I mean,
No,
it's
I'm
not
sure I don't
literally
like-
going to kill me though.
No, I know, but I don't want to feel any. I don't want to feel. No.
I know.
Not
I
with
guess
that
it,
attitude.
is it kind of like roller coasters? Like it's the feeling of like speeding and going up and down and around without actually, being
In
in
danger.
proper danger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So the difference, by the way, it's quite
Inertia.
funny. They've got two sizes here. I'm just looking at it now. They've got the catwalk standard, and the catwalk large. Unfortunately for you, Fudge, you'd have to get the large one
Because you're tall.
Most certainly.
because it goes from 1.81 meters up to 2 meters. That's the
Oh,
supported
God, yeah.
height. Whereas the normal one is 1.6 to 1.8, which means I just managed to get into that one because I'm 5'9", so I'm just in. the
That's
1.8
all right. It's only a casual 1,400 quid. No problem.
No.
quid. It's
Never
not
mind.
bad. Actually, it's less. The dollar's weaker than the pound, so
Oh yeah, that's
That's
true.
not much.
$1,500. Yeah. £1,000 or something, maybe.
£1,000. It's like 400 less.
You know what? On second thoughts, maybe I'll just stick to my VR for a little bit and see how it goes in the future. Maybe.
Yeah. The thing is, the cool thing about it is it supports the PS4, or not the PS4, PSVR, the Vive, the Quest. I don't know what the hell a Pimax is. The Valve Index, Microsoft, whatever the hell that is supposed to be. It doesn't have a name, just Microsoft. Yeah,
Pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
all of them basically.
Has Teeny and Toast actually? Have either of you actually tried VR at all?
Oh yeah, I have a friend in university who has VR, and so I've played mainly Beat Saber. Honestly, we mainly played Beat Saber. Beat Saber's good.
Such a good game.
I
It
do
is
enjoy
very
VR
much
a lot, and I would absolutely love a VR, but I think I need a PC first. You know.
Priorities. Yeah. No, my older brother had the PlayStation VR, which he's now sold, because baby. And then my sister and her man bought the whatever it is you have,
The Oculus Quest.
the Oculus, at Christmas. And I've
Yeah.
tried it, and again, the only thing I've ever played beforehand was Beat Saber, and I had to text him the other weekend saying that I was on it. But I get really motion sick, so I can't really be on it because I was even just in the lobby and it looked like a room, and it looked like a paradise room, and even that was making me feel sick. I was like,
I
can't
do
this.
too, but basically a friend of mine, I'll give you the very short version, but a friend of mine did his thesis on dizziness and what it is affected by or in VR. And one of the things that he was talking about was a lot of it is just getting your VR legs and getting used to it. And I was really like against that because I was like, nah, I don't really fancy it. And then it was him that brought his stuff down, and I had a shot of it, and it was like after having had a shot and gone through all that, I was like, oh, like yeah, the first time after I had it was awful. I was like, oh, I'm never doing that again. And then I was like, well, the whole point was to test it and see what happened. So I did it again the next day, and I was fine the next day. So it was like, you know, a bit of getting used to it from what I've seen. But yeah, it is. It's. I think until the technology improves, like, you know, tenfold from where it is now, it's not going to be. You know, it'll get better and better because it'll get smoother, and your eyes will get more used to the fact that it's an environment rather than a game. If that makes sense. But
at the same time, maybe it's just old woman in me, but I also think it's kind of dangerous being that involved. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I have this feeling. Yeah, Granny Teeny, you can say all you like, but I don't know. Like being submerged, I think can be dangerous, and especially for like the youth. Because like my nephew is 6 years old, and he plays it all the time. And my worry is, what kind of life is he going to end up having when he gets older? This is what all this is all becoming. You're getting more and more involved in the digital world, and it's like, yeah, like exactly that. And I just think, I don't know.
I actually, to be honest,
I like it, but I disconnect.
Yeah.
I've had that thought as well every once in a while, and I'm like, you know what? I'm happy to actually go out.
There's an outside world with people and real trees and.
And to be honest, you got to remember we're still foreigners here, so we're technically. I mean, we're becoming citizens. We're going to try.
Adopted. Yeah.
More adopted Scots.
Yeah, exactly. So, and we're happy to be. Trust me, we're happy to be here in the UK, living as happily as we are here. It's been wonderful, but we are still visitors in the same aspect as we don't know the country as well as you guys. So to go and see things like castle ruins and things like that, coming from South Africa, it's a big difference for us. But we went to Christ's Castle up in Aberdeen, and I was blown away. I could not believe that this was actually how they show you what it was like to actually to be a lord, or at that time the laird in that particular area, busy controlling that piece of land, and how each section of land was controlled by this particular laird. And he would do, for example, he would control the villages, and the taxation would come in, and the villagers would have gripes, and he would be the one to be able to fix them and things like that. It's unbelievable to learn this kind of history for us. We don't know this kind of stuff. Or like going to that extremely dilapidated castle up in Ayr, where the wind blew, and we both shut ourselves and ran away. This is obviously after
That's it. We're going home.
yeah. This is obviously
what
right
was
after
that?
As
I don't know. It's some other. I
I-
don't even remember the name of it, but it's.
Is it just past Ayr?
No, it's in Ayr.
In Ayr? Is it Dunure?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Actually,
Dunure Castle, and it's ruins, and it's right on the edge.
I don't know. No, that's the other one. We did go to that one. That one's cool. I like that
Oh,
one. That's on the edge of the cliff.
Yeah.
The nearest on the edge of the cliff. You can actually. Unfortunately, we couldn't go all the way into the castle because it's obviously closed off. But what we did see was quite impressive. But that castle.
Oh,
yeah,
that's is it Killeen?
I think it is.
Killeen
Hang on.
Castle? Yeah, Killeen, because Kilburn's by Largs. So yeah, it's Killeen Castle.
Yeah, I think so. I can't pronounce the names correctly. I always screw the names up, so I do
It's
apologize.
spelled like CULZEEN
Culzian.
or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, but
No,
it's
that
Killeen.
one we still want to go to. This
Yeah.
one I don't remember. I really don't remember where it was. I'll have a look and see where I can
Killeen-
find it.
Yeah, that's Killeen Castle. That's
No,
not that.
that's the
It
one.
is?
That's the pretty one that we want to go
It is.
to. It wasn't in Air. It was somewhere else. I'll have a look and see if I can get the name.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big
That's not-
I love castles and I love castle ruins. So if you ever
But
want a recommendation,
It
I'll
was
send
like
you places.
around the time when we were constantly playing Faz as well, and like, oh, this is all spooky, and it
Dark
was
Horse.
it was in January, so the sun was starting to set earlier, and we had to go on this muddy farm road to get to the castle, and it was already around 4 o'clock, so the sun was starting to set, and you go down this road, and it's just these giant trees, and then you get to the castle itself. And it's starting to get darker, and it's windy.
Pitch
And
black. Yeah.
I love it.
It's Dalcaran Castle. I think it's pronounced Dalcaran. Dalqurarran. I think it's Dalcaran.
yes, it's that one.
No, that's the castle. I think that's how you pronounce it, though.
Yeah. Sure, you're right.
I have no idea.
There's one in up Aberdeenshire where I'm dying to visit that's where they based the castle on Bram Dracula, or where they wrote Bram Dracula. That one, that's Slane
nice.
Castle. That I'm dying to go to,
Nice.
and that's
Yeah.
the ruins.
She's like, I remember the wind blew at one point, and it made the entire gate shake, and I was like, "Fuck that, we're going."
I mean, they're all hella haunted, absolutely.
I was like, I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm not gonna no. I am not normally scared of things like this, but that freaked me out. I'm out of here.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Pretty much.
That was me trying to fuck that shit. I'm out.
We've decided we'll go back, but now when
Yeah.
it doesn't go dark so early
Yeah.
and stuff.
Where you can actually walk around at like 4:30 and the sun's not gone.
We
Because
need
of course,
to. We need to do that as well. We've been talking about like bringing all of our kind of other friends from like various other countries who've been part of the streams and stuff like to Scotland to do like kind of wee like get together or like a wee. Well, maybe have to do like a castle tour. Maybe that's what we should do with everybody when
Yeah.
you come across. It's a good idea.
Absolutely.
There's some really nice castles in here. Though.
I was going to say, Toast, we need to give you.
Yeah. And
I was in Edinburgh for 3 weeks and didn't even go inside the castle.
did you not?
I didn't.
We haven't gone in either.
Very nice about Edinburgh Castle. Is that true?
Is it what?
Apparently, it's not like super nice inside that castle. There are better castles to visit. Apparently, I
Yeah,
don't
definitely. There are better castles to visit. Yeah, it's a wonderful castle, and it and it has its history, and it has a lot of very interesting points. But
It's not a WoW one.
well, it is. I guess I live here, so it's kind of difficult. Like I'm biased, so I'm like I love the castle. It's great, but I've been there like 1,000 times. Like we did every single school trip when I was younger was there. So. Yeah, it's kind of tough. I don't really know what. There are better castles round about, and there are better stories behind them. But it's definitely worth a visit. Definitely worth a
It's
visit.
it's pretty as well because it's high up and stuff. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Bet you, I know
I
a lot.
really want to go to Dunrobin Castle. That one
Yeah.
looks pretty.
Dunrobin's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks like a
Um,
fairy tale castle.
yeah.
Yeah.
Places we gotta take people like yourselves if you ever actually come to South Africa though. If you ever not come, but if you ever go to South Africa, if we happen to go down at the same time, there's places we have to take you as well. One of them has to be the Voortrekker Monument. Everyone has to see the
We'll just
Voortrekker
climb a
Monument.
whole bunch of stairs.
You're gonna climb a whole bunch of stairs to a monument of the Voortrekkers when they basically trekked from Durban up to the center of South Africa. And then there's Cape Town. There's the fort that was built on the sea. And Robben Island, we have to take you there as well. So there's places that we gotta take you to.
Again, a fort on the sea sounds like Elandonan to me. Elandonan
Oh,
Castle in Scotland is just phenomenal. Yeah. It's like the most picturesque thing in the world, but yeah.
I've got to admit that there's some beautiful things that you can see. I know it's about that time. I'm just finishing my sentence. But yes, I agree. But we will when you guys go down,
Squad
if we
trips.
go down with you. We'll tell you where to go. But if we do happen to be in South Africa at the same time, we'll take you to those places.
Perfect.
Like Ushaka, we go there as well. You can see what real sharks look like great whites.
Alright.
Yes, please.
As long as I'm really far away.
Yeah, it's a bit cold for great whites to actually live up here in Scotland. I understand that. So you probably won't see very many at any of the aquariums or whatnot, but they're fucking big, guys. they're huge and really scary, and that's one of the reasons why I never used to walk too far into the sea or have a swim in the sea like some people did in Durban. I was like, no, I'll stand where I can see. If anything comes near me, I'll stand there, because I've seen how big those guys are, and they get big. They get very big. But yeah, as Kid said, it's about that time, unfortunately, guys. We had a really good time though.
Good.
It's too
Yeah.
bad it's been an hour and a half. And so, some talked more than others. I'm looking at Tam and Fudge. Not Fudge, sorry, Tam
Oh, that was fun to say.
and Toast. The two of you didn't get much of a word in edgewise. Sorry.
It's alright.
It's alright. I don't feel like I have as much important things to say as like Fudge and Teeny.
Yes, you do.
Of
Hey.
course you do.
I'm not as experienced in Scotland. We've been talking about Scotland. I'm sitting here like I don't know.
I mean, I don't know much about anything of the country, to be honest. So I will figure it all out. But anyway, I will ask you about England when we go down to England as well. How's that?
It's shit.
That answered that then.
Yep. Problem solved.
Yeah.
Don't go.
Don't bother.
I went to London. There was Madame Tussauds.
I went
like
to London this week actually.
Yeah, there's London and then there's England.
There's
London, there's England.
I also like Portsmouth, I have to admit, because I got to see the HMS Victory,
And there's the Royal Air Force Museum.
which is right next door. And
No, that is the D-Day Museum. But we spent about a month in England, and we try to get as many places in. Me, my mom, and my dad. We went, like, we would stay a day here and then go a day there and then go a day there. And London, we spent the longest time. We spent there, I think we were there for 3 days. And we still didn't see everything.
Yeah, London's massive. I used to go for to Tavistock, a gender identity clinic there, once every 2 months. And one time, my father decided that we were going to walk across London, to try and see the sights. My feet killed, and I saw like so many parks and like fancy crossing traffic lights and stuff like that. And I saw so much stuff, and was not even like 5% of London.
I think what we have to do for the British here, especially for Fudge, not Fudge, Toast. Sorry, I keep the two of you are above and below. Okay, I see Fudge above and Toast below. So hence the reason why I keep saying Fudge, because I look up and I see Fudge and I say it immediately. I apologize, my bad. But especially for Toast, we've got to definitely show them what traffic lights in South Africa look like.
You mean a robot?
Robot.
A robot.
A robot. Yeah.
We call them robots.
We call them robots. Yeah.
We call them robots. Even here, the traffic lights here, we call them robots because we're South African. That's what we call them. But it's not just about that. It's also, it's the people selling stuff to you up and down the robots and how you keep your window closed at all times.
I only know that because of the Antwoord. So
The Antwoord.
that's the only reason I know all that.
Talks
But
about
yeah.
the
Yeah, I know. It's wild, but like,
Exactly. I mean, my colleague was like, "Yeah, you know, I watched Chappie the other day, and I like Die Antwoord." I'm like, "You mean the Antwoord?" And he's like, "Yes, those guys." I'm like, "Yeah, don't worry, no one can pronounce the name.
they're
They're
wild,
Afrikaans."
absolutely wild. Yeah.
And then I start talking to him in Afrikaans.
Anyway,
Hulle kan nie my verstaan nie as ek Afrikaans praat. And I bet you guys didn't either.
you said you can't understand him when he speaks Afrikaans.
Essentially.
Which would be correct. Yeah.
Yes, it's very funny when you do that. But okay, we were supposed to stop this ages ago. This is the problem with these.
Did you get extra food?
These people, yeah, they make us talk too much. That's the problem.
This is how we stay up to about 4 or 5 in the morning sometimes on a Friday night because
Yeah.
we just can't shut up.
That's about right. Well, it looks like Toast is falling asleep.
I mean, it might be a little bit. Got a bit of long COVID that's still sticking with me.
I'll fold you up.
Sorry.
Thank you.
But okay, we're gonna let you guys each plug your channels and stuff like that one by one until we get to the end, and this might take another hour
You
because
can choose in which order you guys want to go.
order though, so it's not us. You guys have to fight over who goes first and last. So go for it.
We start off
Well-
with the biggest channel, Tina. Yeah.
Oh, fuck off. I was going to say alphabetically, but alright. Well, you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/2euros and other variations of that name, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Just
Teeny Rose 3, Teeny R3, something like that.
No, it was Teeny R
Teeny R
underscore,
underscore.
but now we're back to Teeny Rose on Twitch, so absolutely.
Yeah, there you go.
and this is just Twitch, or is there other social media that they can find you?
I think Instagram, Twitter, Hover, TikTok.
She's just not sure.
I think
I'm a very lazy content creator, so you know, Twitch is the main one. The rest, if you find them, you find them.
It's fine. Dear editor will put in where
Yep.
if he finds anything, he'll put the things in where they need to be.
Okay.
Right, whoever's next.
Second biggest, is that you, Ted?
No, that's Fudge.
Yeah.
was it? Oh.
Why are we doing it in this order? Oh.
I don't know. I think we should do it Tam next. 'cause I'm
That's
like-
your own fault, Fudge.
Somebody go next.
Twitch.tv
Go on,
/EdinburghFudge.
Those
Not
of you who
to
did not
confuse
get that,
with
it was twitch.tv/EdinburghFudge.
Yeah, all one word. And I, unlike Tini, know that I am on Hover. I know that I am on TikTok. I know that I am on Instagram. And yeah, if you find me other places, don't talk about it.
Keep quiet. Right,
Cool.
now it's between Tam and
Toast,
Toast.
on you go.
Oh, is it me?
Yes.
You can find me at Twitch at Gayfrenchtoast, on Instagram at Gayfrenchtoast, and I'm not especially active right now on either of those. You probably find me easier on any of these folks' Twitch accounts, to be honest. But yeah, I'm on there, and I don't know what a hover is, honestly. So
Well, you see, a
I don't think
hover
David's
is,
there.
is basically
Hover,
when
TikTok.
something is like that. at other surface.
yeah, I knew you were gonna do that.
I would bite my tongue there. I was letting somebody else have the glory.
It's because I'm a dick. I'm sorry.
You need a teeny shirt then.
Hey,
No, but I'm not a discount dick. I'm a full price dick.
Fair enough.
There you go.
fair
There's
enough.
your merch sorted.
Yep. Go for it, Frank.
Same thing
Right.
with full price.
yeah, my missions are open.
If you really want to be like insulting, well, not insulting, but if you really want to actually call myself, I'm actually a puss. Just
Oh,
it's an insulting Afrikaans word for you guys. It just means cat, and for Dutch it just means cat. Ignore Kez's camera; it's dying.
I was gonna say.
I'm gonna get you one soon, because
I just need to sit very still.
yeah. So yeah, the other word is bus. It's another one that I like to call myself. It's a very rude word in Afrikaans. But Tam, it's your turn.
You can find me at twitch.tv/WeeTam2000 and on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, and Hover. And you'll definitely most likely see myself shit myself at everything on there. So yeah, because that's most likely what everybody clips of me of doing. So yes.
Oh, you missed one. You missed one. Only Tams.
Oh, okay.
Tams.
Which is Tams.
Still to be launched. Still to be launched. But if you show interest, let us know.
Any single watchers out there? Yeah.
They're on your bio, of course. Or even not.
Girlfriend applications open.
I expect your resume written in Roman's Times New Roman. Right, that's the font, and it has to be 12 only. Otherwise, I will not read you.
The font size, not the age.
The font size, it's not the age.
Whoa! Whoa!
Okay, she went there. That was not me.
And that's that. Wonderful.
Yep,
Thanks, everybody.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching us. Hope you guys had a fun time with the rest of these guys. Yeah, they have been wonderful. It's always nice to actually hang out with these guys because they are hilarious, as you've clearly seen through this video. Alright, so thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you all for joining us as well. It's been wonderful. You guys are always entertaining, so it's great fun. For those of you watching, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit the like button if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, hit the down button, dislike button, and tell us why. Even if
still love you.
we still love you. Even if you call me a big fat dick, I'll still come give you a hug.
I know what I'm commenting on this video now.
Undiscounted one.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Guys, again, thank you so much. You have been superstars. And as always, thank you. Sorry about that. But as always, remember,
Kiki, kiki.
keep it geeky.